I absolutely agree with you 100%. You know, I'm one who I'll back the players to the hilt, but today's performance, there's nothing to back. You know, one bright spark I thought was the young boy Harry Vince, little lad on the pitch. I thought he'd come out with it with a degree of honesty, and he worked his socks off. You know, but for the rest of them, today was poor from back to front. You know, we defended very poorly, and back four was schoolboy errorish. You know, midfield was non-existent apart from little Harry who ratted all day long, and the front two huffed and puffed. You know, some people will say the selection was wrong, but you know, the facts of the matter is that Harry didn't start because he nearly didn't come. I think he's obviously been at Swansea all week, but he's come back with a really heavy cold. And I think last night was touch and go whether he's even going to come. He's come, but he's obviously not fit to start. He's as I say, he's had a hard week training at Swansea, and with a really heavy cold. You know, the best place for him to be, really, apart from in bed, was on the bench. Luke Hipwell just got a really bad back. You know, it was a toss-up of who was going to be the fittest between him and Yaka. You know, Tom the physio worked with them both at 1:30 today, and the outcome is that, as far as you know, injury fitness goes, that Yaka's the fittest of the two. You know, Yaka's 39 years old, not played probably for 3 months. We haven't got a problem with his injury. You know, he's just not had enough football. So hence why them two played. The other one is obviously Sam Murphy. You know, Sam's obviously not done anything for 3 weeks. And his replacement, I've just talked about. So, yes, Murphy's an absolutely top draw player. He's the first name on the team sheet when we're normally playing, but, you know, we all know that Murph got sillily sent off at Holbeach when he shouldn't have done, and he had to pay the penalty of missing 3 games through that. And then, you know, I just didn't think it was fair for him to go straight back into the team today. Whether that's right or wrong, everybody can pick a good side and a hindsight. You know, and I can probably, turning the clock back now, knowing what I'd known, I'd probably pick a different side. But there we go. Not happy, but I'm certainly not going to wash my dirty laundry on video. You know, we'll get everybody together this midweek, and you know, we've had words tonight, but we'll have words again at training in midweek, and you know, I don't accept it. I don't accept it on behalf of this football club, and you know, the players know that tonight. You know, that performance is not anywhere near what we're capable of. I'm not asking people to do what they can't do. You know, we've seen in previous weeks what we can do, and we've got nowhere near them levels today. Nowhere near. So I apologise on behalf of everybody to the supporters for that performance. I can't do no more than that, apart from try and regroup them in the week. Kirkley Muxloe next week. We go there and we start again, because as I say, nobody accepts that. You know, the players are well aware of it, I'm well aware of it, and we'll try and put it right in midweek and go again next week at Kirkley Muxloe. All over the pitch. As I highlighted before, we've defended very poorly today, but what we must remember, we defend as a team, right? And we haven't defended from the front line well enough. We haven't defended in midfield well enough. The wide boys haven't tucked in when they should do, haven't tracked back when they should do, and the back five has been poor. I'm not going to pick out individuals because I think that's for us to do in training and for me to do within the changing rooms. But first and foremost, we haven't defended well. They've probably gone into our box twice in the second half and scored 2 goals. And it's one ball that's done us. That comes through a lack of talking. The second goal is certainly a lack of talking between 2 players, and the third goal is just simply one ball right over the top that we're as square as anything and can't make up on it. In their defence, we probably should have scored 2 or 3 goals the other end, and haven't took them chances. So, it's not that we just defended poorly. We haven't done it at the other end either. So, all in all, it's a really, really bad day. Everybody wants to talk to me about the pitch. Forget it. Forget the pitch. That doesn't. The pitch doesn't stop us marking people. The pitch doesn't stop us putting balls in the net when we've got, when we're in good positions. So I'm not blaming the pitch. That's rubbish. We blame ourselves. I'll not accept it, and I hope the players won't. And as I say, it's my job now to get back to the drawing board and try and sort things out this week, which, I'll do my damn darnest to do that. I've been here before, I know what it's all about, and football can be very, very strange. It's late August, early September, we was having the same conversations where we started the season very poorly, and then we've done okay. Now we're not, with the last couple of weeks, it's been not acceptable. So, we'll try and turn it round and get ourselves back on the track again, as I say.
I think today was a really poor performance. I think if you look back to last week, I think in spells we actually played all right. And I think sort of set pieces were the thing that kind of gave them the advantage rather than this week. I think all over it was really poor quality. Didn't get the ball down enough. I know it's hard because of the pitch, but we've got to take that excuse away now. We know what the pitch is going to be. We know what it's going to be like, and we just need to get on with it. No real tempo. Kind of felt like a last game of the season, or going towards the end of the season, just going through the motions, and not even that at some points. I know obviously at half time Dick had a few choice words, and he did it the end of the game as well. It's obviously, I don't want people to think that we're just happy and we're satisfied with losing games at home. We want to make this a place where people don't want to come, and I think at times this year it's been too easy for teams who haven't got in their faces, who haven't played at a tempo. When we do that, we're a match for anyone in this league, but when we don't do that, we're not good enough to just go through the motions and get results. That's just not acceptable, and today wasn't acceptable. Look at all 3 goals. The first goal, you could see where it was coming a mile off. They'd already had numerous chances, and to be fair, the lads tucked it away nicely, and I think for the second goal he has as well. The third goal is just an absolute shambles. Not much more else I can say on that. But we've seen 2 susceptible to long balls over the top. Just not good enough again today. And we owe the fans a performance next time that we play here. We just got to work hard in training, which we will on Thursday, I'm sure. Dick will be making sure that we are working hard, so in preparation for Saturday, which again won't be a great pitch, I don't think, and it will be a battle, and we need to rise to the challenge, and we need to get back on some kind of unbeaten run, taking some kind of points. But overall, not much else to say really, because it just wasn't good enough. We need to go away from that game look at each other individually and collectively and just not let that happen again, because that wasn't good enough today.